she is aware of the fact that horrible information about Ashton and Diddy together, as well as video footage of the two of them together, is about to be released.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if you have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell.
For those of you who don't know, Ashton Kutcher partied a lot with Diddy in the early 2000s. There are multiple photos of the two of them together at various different parties.
Build software to fight human trafficking and the sexual exploitation of children. And that's our core mission.
Rumors are swirling that Mila is sitting on explosive information about Ashton. Secrets that trace back to some very powerful names, including none other than Diddy.
Ashton has been using his celebrity platform to advocate for but now you're telling me that his wife just moved out because of things that are about to unfold with the Diddy case.
From exclusive celebrity parties to off-the-record dealings, Ashton's past might not be as squeaky clean as it seems. Sources suggest Ashton has allegedly issued a personal warning to Mila. Stay silent or things could get messy.
Ashton Kutcher taking the stand, testifying against a man accused of being a Hollywood serial.
Is this just another Hollywood rumor? Or could a long-buried scandal finally be clawing its way to the surface? And what role does Diddy play in this unfolding drama? Strap in, because if Mila speaks, the fallout could shake the industry to its core. Lately, Diddy has been under a lot of heat, with both the public and authorities zooming in on him, and now it looks like Ashton Kutcher is getting dragged into the mix too. These two go way back to the early 2000s, when they were both neck-deep in MTV projects. Kutcher was riding high off the success of Punk'd when Combs gave him a call, and before they knew it, the two were out there running the New York City Marathon together.
And he came over and I was like, I'm going for a run. He was like, oh, I'll go for a run with you.
Since then, Ashton and Combs have stayed tight. But now, things are getting messy, and Kutcher's getting dragged into the spotlight, thanks to some old remarks making a comeback. During an interview on Hot Ones, Ashton got grilled about his friendship with Combs and the wild parties Diddy was known for. At the time, his response didn't raise many eyebrows, but with the heat on Combs now, people are revisiting those comments. Kutcher dodged the question in a way that felt off, like there was more he wasn't saying. He even hinted at it, saying, "I've got a lot I can't tell," followed by a pause. Then he added, "I can't tell that one either," leaving everyone wondering what exactly he was holding back. Back then, it seemed like harmless fun, just two buddies sharing a laugh. But now, with federal agents raiding Diddy's place over a human trafficking investigation, Ashton's words are being picked apart. People are starting to wonder, did Ashton know more about what went down at those parties? Did he brush off something shady? It's not the first time he's found himself under public scrutiny, and it sure doesn't look like it'll be the last. Just last year, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis found themselves in hot water for writing character letters in support of their That 70s Show co-star, Danny Masterson. Masterson was convicted of assaulting two women and is now serving a 30-year prison sentence. The backlash was swift, with many questioning their judgment and loyalty. Now things have taken another turn. Chrissy Bixler, one of Masterson's victims and his ex-girlfriend, has broken her silence, and what she's saying is pretty wild.
When two women say he them in his Hollywood Hills home, now Masterson may not be a free man until he's in his 70s.
Chrissy Bixler bravely came forward as one of Danny Masterson's victims in November 2017. In 2019, she, along with actress Bobette Reales and two anonymous women, filed a lawsuit against Masterson and the Church of Scientology. Recently, she posted a series of interviews with Ashton Kutcher in which he disclosed a disturbing bet made by Masterson, offering Kutcher $10 to French kiss a then 14-year-old Mila Kunis when Kutcher was 19.
She was with Danny through a lot of the 70s show stuff, so she knows these two.
When the first episode of That 70s Show hit the air, Ashton Kutcher was 20, playing opposite Mila Kunis as his on-screen love interest. Flash forward to a 2002 clip from the Rosie O'Donnell show where Ashton and Mila were interviewed together. Ashton admitted to Rosie that they were told there'd be a lot of kissing scenes, and he joked about being a little freaked out over whether it was even legal, since Mila was way younger at the time.
She was 14 when we started the show. I was like 19, right?
Right.
And they're like, okay, you guys are going to be making out in this scene. And I'm like thinking like, wait, this is like slightly illegal, right?
The actress then disclosed that Masterson made a bet with Kutcher, offering him $10 if he French kissed her during their first kiss on the set, which also happened to be Mila Kunis' first kiss in real life. Kunis said, "It was like the first week. I was a 14-year-old little girl, and I was extremely scared for my life." The same video has also circulated on the social media platform X, where one person wrote, "Mila Kunis, I was a 14-year-old little girl, Ashton Kutcher, and Danny Masterson, betting $10 for a grown man to stick his tongue in a child's mouth knowing it was first kiss, and she had to do it for the show. Literally so disgusting." Bixler also shared a statement on Instagram regarding the news of Masterson being sentenced to 30 years to life for 2 counts of R. She wrote, "I'm still processing everything that happened at the sentencing. I will say that last night I had my first solid and peaceful night's sleep in years. I just want to thank the following people for their tireless fight in helping us get justice." Bixler went on to name the Honorable Judge Olmedo, DDA Reinhold Miller, DDA Ariel Anson, George Gascon in the Lada's office, Detective Javier Vargas, Victims Advocate Rosario Mariscal, our angel and fierce protector Leah Haramini, Rinder Mike, Ass Smith Levin, Yasha Raleigh, Lisa Bartley from ABC7 LA, my incredible husband Cedric Bixler Zavala, and for my sister survivors Jen, Niesha, Bobette, Trisha, Kathleen, and to the rest of his survivors known and unknown. I hope you're all experiencing justice, and I pray deep healing for us all. She concluded her post by saying, "Danny Masterson will never harm another woman for as long as he shall live. To all the victims of Scientology, we aren't finished yet." She also reacted to the viral videos of Ashton Kutcher. And now former That 70s Show heartthrob Ashton Kutcher is currently finding himself in the midst of a resurgence, but not the type he might have expected. The actor is now facing significant online backlash as clips from his past resurface, following his support for his sitcom co-star Danny Masterson.
It was like war games, you know?
But nobody was going to take your pictures, so you could really wow out, and nobody would know what you did last night.
I have more photos of Commando Kutcher.
Chrissy then used her Instagram story to post old videos of Ashton Kutcher from the early 2000s. These clips showcased instances where Kutcher made inappropriate comments with a particular focus on underage actress Hilary Duff and his now wife Mila Kunis.
Also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen, and she's one of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18.
In a video from a 2003 episode of Punk'd, Kutcher made a comment about singer and actress Hilary Duff, who was only 15 at the time. Further complicating matters, Bixler shared an old clip from the same Rosie O'Donnell show appearance in which Kunis recounted an uncomfortable incident. Kutcher had apparently made a side bet with Masterson about French kissing her when she was only 14, underscoring an alarming disregard for boundaries and consent, even if it was meant as a mere joke at the time. Another rediscovered clip featured a teenage Mila Kunis seated on Ashton Kutcher's lap in a promotional video for That 70s Show. In this clip, Kutcher made inappropriate comments while laughing and engaging in physical interactions with Kunis, who appeared visibly uncomfortable.
I'm Ashton Kutcher, and I'm from That 70s Show TV. No, That 70s Show too.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm doing this is not because I think In the Crease is good.
The clips shared by Bixler have brought attention to these past incidents, with the intention of holding Kutcher accountable for his comments and behavior, especially in the context of his support for Danny Masterson. Bixler has even drawn parallels between Kutcher's behavior and that of Masterson, who was convicted of The controversy surrounding Kutcher and Kunis reached its climax when they wrote supportive letters for Masterson before his sentencing. In these letters, they praised Masterson's character and conveyed their belief that he did not pose an ongoing threat to society. These statements ignited widespread public outrage as they appeared to downplay the severity of Masterson's crimes and undermine the voices of the victims. Kunis, who is now married to Kutcher, emphasized Masterson's role as a husband and father to his daughter, portraying it as truly exceptional. She also credited Masterson for his unwavering commitment to discouraging substance use. She wrote in her letter, "Throughout our time together, Danny has proven to be an amazing friend, confidant, and above all, an outstanding older brother figure to me. His caring nature and ability to offer guidance have been instrumental in my growth, both personally and professionally. Witnessing his interactions with his daughter has been heartwarming and enlightening." She further added, "He prioritizes his family, education, and happiness above all else, demonstrating his unwavering commitment to being a loving and responsible parent. As a father, he leads by example, instilling in her values that reflect integrity, compassion, and respect for others." Kunis also wrote about Danny's influence over her. She wrote, His influence on me in this regard has been invaluable. In an industry where the pressures and temptations of substance use can be overwhelming, Danny played a pivotal role in guiding me away from such destructive paths. Kutcher expressed similar sentiments in his letter to the court, describing Masterson as an excellent role model and a dedicated and loyal husband. In contrast to the depiction of Masterson as a predator by his victims, Kutcher recounted an incident where Masterson bravely came to the defense of a vulnerable woman. He wrote in the letter, "While I'm aware that the judgment has been cast as guilty on 2 counts of R by force, and the victims have a great desire for justice, I hope that my testament to his character is taken into consideration in sentencing. I do not believe he is an ongoing harm to society, and having his daughter raised without a present father would be a tertiary injustice in and of itself." These letters were made public a day after Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmedo issued a sentence for Masterson. Unless successfully appealed, this sentence essentially means that the actor won't be eligible for parole until he reaches senior citizen status.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
However, the response to Kutcher and Kunis was immediate and harsh, with many accusing them of prioritizing their friendship with Masterson over supporting SA survivors. In response to the backlash, the couple posted a video on social media where they issued an apology. In the video, they emphasized their support for victims and expressed regret if their letters were misinterpreted or caused further harm to survivors. One person wrote, "They are both gross. They aren't sorry. They are pissed off that the letters went public. I know a dude, known him for 25 years, who got coked up at his GF. If his family asked me to write a character letter, the nicest thing I could do would be to say, no, I won't be doing that, thanks. They were under no obligations to write any letter. They did it because they wanted to." Another person added, "An important piece is that they didn't know that the letters would be instantly public. A stipulation for them to write the letters was that they would be sealed. It was recommended, but the judge ignored it, so the letters were open to the public immediately." The controversy surrounding Kutcher continues to ignite discussions about accountability, especially concerning celebrities and their past actions. It underscores the significance of understanding the repercussions of one's words and deeds and the responsibility to stand by survivors of SA. It has become common knowledge that Ashton Kutcher is the individual known for revealing suspicious activities within Hollywood. However, his statement has generated significant attention and discussion among internet users.
Ashton Kutcher calls him kind, courteous, and hardworking. He has always treated people with decency, equality, and generosity. The letters did not sway the judge.
The letter didn't just miss the mark with the judges, it also didn't strike a chord with the public either. Now, there's a wave of new speculation that Ashton might be hiding his real role as a gatekeeper for the Hollywood elites. Sharon Osbourne weighed in on this during an interview, saying,
"He used to do that 70s show."
Ashton Kutcher?
Yes.
Really?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, rude little boy.
This statement really resonates with how the public views Ashton, especially since he's shown support for several heavily accused celebrities in Hollywood. It definitely paints him as a gatekeeper of sorts, adding fuel to the speculation about his true role in the industry.
I believe that it is my effort to defend their right to pursue happiness and to ensure a society and government that defends it as well.
You might be wondering why, if Ashton is really playing the role of a gatekeeper, he also engages in positive actions that make him look like a responsible family man. Well, there's a lot more to uncover, and this video will dive into those details. So, let's get into it. Recently, the online buzz has been wild as people have stumbled upon shocking revelations about what's really happening in the Hollywood scene. From secret gatherings to hidden illegal activities, sources are saying that Hollywood is no longer a safe place to work. In light of these allegations, Ashton Kutcher has also weighed in, sharing his thoughts on the situation and issuing a direct warning to the Hollywood elites involved in these shady dealings.
That's a breeding ground for I promise you that's a breeding ground for trafficking. But the reason I looked at foster care is that it's a microcosm.
This acts as a serious warning to the big shots in Hollywood who've managed to dodge accountability so far. There's a strong belief that these powerful moguls have turned Hollywood into a space filled with blatant yet widely recognized secrets, where dark activities are hidden in plain sight. Despite the glitzy image of Hollywood, efforts to tackle these issues have often been met with silence and fear.
I've been on FBI raids where I've seen things that no person should ever see.
When Ashton openly supported Danny Masterson, it drew significant attention and raised questions among the public and media alike. And if we compare the situation with Diddy's, it sounds very similar. And once again, Ashton is supposed to be friends with the wrong person. Despite Diddy vehemently denying the accusations against him, he has encountered 2 more H allegations after settling the initial lawsuit. Furthermore, additional unsettling and distressing accusations about him have either surfaced or re-emerged. In response to these developments, Roger took to Instagram on Saturday, cryptically suggesting his preparedness to reveal my truth regarding the situation. Accompanied by pictures featuring himself, Diddy, and Cassie together, he conveyed his message in a video. This is not meant to be threats or snitching or anything like that against Cassie or Diddy or anyone else. This is me telling my truth as I truly remember it for 2 reasons only. First, because I have 4 daughters, so on all dudes my truth as I seen it, saw it and was involved with it for WARNS. He also added in the caption, "Am willing to tell my tooth, because for so many years I was quiet. Nothing matters now but family." The Instagram post showcased a screenshot from the lawsuit where Bonds was identified as an alleged witness to a specific incident in 2009. This incident related to Cassie's claim that Diddy purportedly A her upon discovering she was in conversation with another music manager at a Los Angeles club, as reported by TMZ. Currently, it remains unknown what Roger plans to reveal, as he has not shared any additional information on the matter since posting. However, in the legal action, Cassie asserted that her former employer and ex-partner committed acts of H in addition to physical A. She detailed in the lawsuit that he exhibited a tendency towards uncontrollable rage. The legal filing further contended that Diddy had allegedly subjected Miss Ventura to frequent and severe beatings throughout the course of their relationship.
You feel like Diddy was having to male prostitutes?
They had to be for both of them. They was in the room. Right?
You're right.
It's a freak-off section.
It states that the music executive, who she first met as a teenager, told her it would turn him on if he saw her with another D. He allegedly hired a man and brought him to his home in Los Angeles to engage in the S-acts with Cassie. Mr. Combs directed Miss Ventura to perform S-acts with this man while Mr. Combs watched them, the lawsuit states. He masked while he directed Miss Ventura and the man to do specific S-acts. The entire encounter lasted multiple days. She claimed Diddy got drunk during a freak-off around March 2016 and punched her in the face, leaving her with a black eye. Further, she stated that she attempted to leave the hotel room when he fell asleep, but he woke up and started screaming at her. Allegedly, he grabbed at her, took the glass vases from the hallway, and threw them at her, causing glass to shatter around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. Diddy has made a name for himself in the music industry. Previously, he was known for his music production and the amazing artists he managed. But recently, he's getting known for his S-adventures a lot more than his music. It seems like Diddy is rather fond of pursuing young men from the industry, and he has a specific method for it, luring them into his car for S. How does Diddy do that, and how did he get exposed for it? You're about to find out now.
You will definitely be upset. You will definitely be upset because you will be outdone.
Diddy likes to portray himself in the public as a dedicated father and family man, but his private activities show an entirely different picture of the music producer. Many incidents have been revealed where Diddy would purposefully go after young straight male rappers. He would force them into performing S-acts on him.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you're scrambling and scraping.
The rapper Jaguar recalls one such incident where someone walked in on Diddy, making the new singer Christopher Williams go down on him.
She walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff.
Diddy has never openly admitted to his attraction to men, but he's also unafraid of being caught acting his fantasies out. In fact, in private parties and events, he very openly acts gay. He has been involved with a lot of seemingly straight men along the years. In one of Will Smith's infamous parties, the famous gangster Keef D had quite a bit of a shock. He never imagined Diddy with a wife and kids, and Tupac with his endless string of girlfriends, would be interested in each other. And so Kutcher was with him from the beginning. That is why people are suspecting that he may have some freak-off footage of Diddy, which can appear to be more difficult for him. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.